like to introduce the people that really organized this whole thing and made all this possible. And it's really, really wonderful what a wonderful job they've done. This is Linda and Dana. And they both had the girls do such a wonderful job. So, Linda, do you have anything to say?
No, just how proud we are of the girls. They did a really great job. They worked very hard, spent a lot of hours here, and I just like to thank them and all of our parents who also pitched in and spent a lot of time here. So,
girls picked the project and they decided to work with you guys, and they look forward to hopefully coming back here and playing some games with you. And they really worked very hard to get here, so I'm very proud of all of them.
You don't know how proud I am of all of you, and that this just makes me feel like I am part of this too. But thank you very, very much.
It's our pleasure. You're welcome.
It's great having this wonderful occasion.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
And to give something back to those that have given so much to Peters. So they decided on the senior game room because they saw the need and thought that they could help other people. We would like to give the special members of our community a place of their own to socialize and have fun.
Tile of the new floor, and yes, all the girls did help with help from some of the adults. Many of them were moms of the girls that you see here. And not many 10 or 11-year-olds can claim having laid the floor. They did a lot of work. The room was cleaned and set up. They washed the blackboards, furniture and counters were cleaned and dusted and moved into place, and the floor was washed and waxed. The pool table was moved upstairs into place by some wonderful, strong Girl Scout dads, and then the pool table was vacuumed and cleaned. Flyers were designed, printed, and copied and handed out at the schools, the library, and in the girls' neighborhoods for the collection of the games. Collection bins were also placed in the school and the library. Bookshelves were donated and placed in the room, and then the girls collected the games, sorted them, and stacked them on the shelves. Handmade game boards were designed and created, curtains were designed, crafted, and hung, window flower pots were designed and made and put in place, and the dedication wall was painted. Each girl had to complete at least 15 hours of service on this project, and many of the girls had much more than this, with a combined total of over 260 collected hours of volunteer time.
I would like to introduce a special man that has played an important role in the history of the building. I would like to thank Jim Simpson for being here today to share a bit of that history with us as we look forward to the future and adding to the legacy.
Since I was principal of this building in 1963, and how many years that is? 63.
So the moms here.
6 years ago. And I was principal here from 63 to 67. The man that was principal the longest here was a man by the name of Matthew, Mr. Matthew. And I didn't take over from him. He had gone by the time I was ready to come down, but he was the principal here the longest. You have to understand, this building had grades 1 through 6 in it. And most of the rooms were taken most of the years that I was here anyhow. But there were certain things that were kind of interesting. What's missing in this building? Where's the multi-purpose room? Where do you play basketball? There wasn't any, but we had gym anyhow. And what we used to do is we do some things in the classrooms, and we go downstairs, we take down all the tables, take down all the chairs, move them off to one side, and then we'd have gym downstairs. Another interesting thing about the dining room downstairs, there wasn't a wall. It was open. So Mrs. Feefold, and I remember Mrs. Feefold, I'll mention her name, she was the cook at the time. Oh, and the meals down here were scrumptious. And then, of course, the kids, when they had gym, they could smell it cooking. It was something, because they were ready then to eat. The other thing you have to understand is that out back, we didn't have all the ball fields as you see now, or the parking area. Right in the back of the school, there was a swing set and a slide. That was it. And then over on the far side, there was a ball field. They couldn't wait to get out. Couldn't wait to get out in the summertime to play outside, because then they didn't have to take things down and put things back up again downstairs. You know what kind of water we had down here? We had cistern water. You know what that was? That meant that they had to haul the water in put it in a tank, and then they ran it through a filter. I'm going to tell you this, and I wouldn't have told anybody at the time this, I couldn't drink it. Because they ran it through an iodine solution. But when the youngsters came in off that playground to come in here, they ran for that fountain. There were two of them downstairs. They ran for the fountain. So one year we had to bring students from McMurray down here because we were too crowded, so we brought those students down here for the year. I was standing downstairs one day, and a little boy that I knew ran in, started to drink, drank, and I finally said to him, listen, there's other boys and girls waiting to get to that fountain. And he came over to me and he said, yeah, he said, but you know, I wish you'd put this fountain in every building. I said, how come? He said, it just tastes like soda.
I worked on the floor and painting the walls, and my favorite part was the floor. I did the floor and the wall and collected the games, and I like being around everybody and creating the floor together. I did the floor and the walls and collecting the games, and my favorite part was how happy I am after we helped the senior center.
I did the floor and I helped squirt the games a lot, and my favorite part was putting my hand on the wall.
But you had a very special part that only you did.
The balance.
Yeah, she did the curtains.
I did the flooring, the walls, and collecting games. My favorite part was putting my handprint on the wall.
I made pots and painted them, and then I put plants in them, and I did some flooring, and my favorite part was putting my hands on them.
I did the floors and helped with the games, and my favorite part was the floor. The flooring, and I helped with the games and put my fingerprint on the wall. My favorite part was the joy of helping other people. I tiled the floor and I painted the wall. My favorite part was painting the wall.
Gabby actually designed and painted the main part of the wall. That was her part.
My tiles and put my hand on the wall. My favorite part was helping collect games for the senior center.
I laid the tile and collected games and put my handprint on the wall and helped design or help put the furniture in place. And my favorite part was probably getting to put the furniture in place because I like arranging things and making up different like designs and arrangements with furniture and different things.
It was very nice. They did a great job.
Yes, it was wonderful to have the girls to be doing all these things for us, and it just makes you feel real good and that we're part of you. And that, so we thank you very much for all that you've done.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, Mr. Simpson talked about the school way back when. Well, I came here too when I was in the 7th grade, and I stayed here for the 8th grade before I went to high school. And he mentioned Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews was the principal when I was here. And I remember we used to call him Old Baldy. But I shouldn't have done that because now that's what they call me. So you ought to respect your elders because someday you're going to be there. We want to express our appreciation to the girls of the Junior Girl Scout Troop 1906 for doing this project for us. After you finished the floor, I came in here one day and I walked into the room to see what it looked like. And I noticed on the wall back there it said, "We did it." And I thought, yes, you did, and you did it well. You're a group of volunteers, so are we. But we have worked together on this project. And that's important because both groups, in doing so, accomplished their mission, and the larger community will benefit from it. Once again, thank you for a job well done. We appreciate it.
Wish the seniors the best with the new room, and now we have to ask for them to do the honors of cutting the ribbon so we can go and take a look.
Very well.
Erma Grego, and I want to thank all the girls and the leaders especially for everything they have done into this wonderful room. When we first took over this building, it was just a blank room with nothing. And they put this new floor down, the furniture, and just everything. And there's a big story behind the pool table, which stayed downstairs for many years before it found its home. And I hope that people will enjoy using it. And the girls have done a wonderful, wonderful job. And I can't thank them enough, and I know we all feel the same way. Thank you very, very much, girls. I'm back again, and I want to again thank everybody for what they have done. And I was just told they found a picture of the school, and they framed it, and they're going to present it to us. I don't know if you can take a picture of that or not, and then which will be very appreciated. And I want to thank everybody for everything they have done. And it was great having Mr. Simpson here and Mr. Silvestri and everybody that was just so interested in our project. Thanks again, and this is Erma Grego. Thank you.